Long before Instagram made Pilates and green juices the face of wellness, I started my wellness journey intuitively. I'm Elena, and the experience I will share today might not be what you expect, but it is real, raw, and I find it's worth sharing. For me, wellness isn't just about trendy diets and exercise, but it's about being connected to your mind and body, being kind to yourself, and feeling the joy from the present moment. In this video, I will share with you my story and will walk you through every step I've taken to enter my wellness girl era. And I hope you will find your unique path too. Step 1 was finding my connection with my body. Growing up in a pretty authoritative family, I ended up in my mid-20s not knowing what I like, what I enjoy, and what I want to get from life. I was on a constant autopilot, which led to anxiety outbursts, burnouts, and always being in this push mindset. Then at 23, my body decided enough was enough and gave me an IBS outburst. Who on the internet would tell you that IBS can be a gift? But for me, it was. After trying a few quick fixes and checking my stomach's health, I started introducing some dietary changes. After a long period of elimination of certain products, I started reintroducing them. And at this point of time, I started noticing how my body reacts to certain kinds of foods. Finally, my attention was drawn inward. And this was the first step of building this connection with my body. I hope you never experience IBS or similar body system alerts, so here are a few prompts you might try to check in with yourself. As simple as, do I want to pee right now? And try to never hold it. I used to hold it for hours when I was on road trip with friends, just because it was uncomfortable to let people know that I need to stop at a gas station. I never ever do it anymore. Tell everyone you need to stop now. Just leave the room immediately. The next thing you can implement to regain this connection with your body is setting automatic reminders on your phone with a simple question: how are you? And scan your body when you see a reminder. If you feel uncomfortable, change your pose, change the chair, or just get outside for a walk. Try to react upon what body tells you. I find this exercise is super powerful. It worked wonders for me, and I'm sure it could work wonders for you. I'm not recommending meditation yet, just because to be honest, I'm not practicing it, but I know it has been helpful for many too. The thing I do is I practice Shavasana at the end of a yoga session or after my intense runs. I find it helps me to get back into my relaxed and calm state because it activates my parasympathetic nervous system. Summing it up, learning how to scan my body and fixing the things that are inconvenient for me was my first baby step on my wellness journey. And I would love to know in the comments about your specific moment in life when you realized that it was enough and you decided to embark on this wellness journey. Now let's open together my favorite summer drink. Of course, this video is not sponsored, but it is water kefir. Oof. This would be so yum. Tastes so good. Like many of you watching, I work a corporate job, and I cannot spend 8 hours a day going on hot girl walks and just relaxing. So I need my reset routine. Not the one my husband likes, not the one which is trendy, not the one my friends love, but the one that works for me. I am an outdoor lover, and I also enjoy sweating and sleeping well. So my midweek reset routine would usually involve spending an hour or two in the sauna and cold plunges, and then finishing it off with 9 to 10 hours of really good sleep in a cold room with my phone put on downtime mode. And we'll definitely talk a little bit more about mental hygiene things a few moments later. Some days throughout my work week, I might book a session with my massage therapist, and here I would like to emphasize that if you search well, you can find an amazing and affordable massage therapist. My massage therapist charges me 55 euros for a 1-hour gorgeous sports massage, and I find it is very inexpensive compared to other beauty services prices here in Dublin. So I would rather sacrifice having a facial or doing my nails, and have a proper sports massage session once a week or once every 2 weeks with that guy. For you, it might be your own unique set of the things that help you reset throughout the week, ranging from watching comfort TV series or eating comfort food with your friends and partner to, I don't know, going on walks while listening to a podcast. The thing is, with this kind of reset routines, they should be realistic and they should fit within your week. Going on a spa holiday or on a break somewhere in a warm climate is amazing. It's awesome. But most probably you cannot do it like every week. And you need these reset rituals that you can add whenever you feel you need this rest. For example, my routine is pretty streamlined and realistic, so I've been able to stick to it, I think, for almost like a year and a half. So I'm sure that you can also find your routine that fits your specific schedule. You can probably tell already that my wellness journey is all about regaining this mind and body connection because I've been dissociating from my own body for many years. So I'm kind of like catching up right now. So speaking about my workout routine, at my current fitness level, I want to work out every single day. And I find that morning workouts work best for me. And by saying I want to work out, I don't mean that I enjoy every single workout or I enjoy every single run or that it's easy for me to go to every single workout. What I mean, I want those post-workout feels every day. They make me feel my best. My typical workout routine would look something like I would go from 4 to 5 times per week on a run because I'm now training for my second marathon. And on the rest days, I would do something more chilled, such as, I don't know, yoga or lightweight strength training. And basically, I have found my stable workout routine that supports my day. And it's also important to notice that most of the workouts I do, they are energizing. Only like one workout per week, which would usually be a tempo run, could be draining. But other workouts I make sure I return from them ready for my day, ready to work, ready to create content, and they do not make me feel devastated. So how could you build this workout routine that you would like to do and you would be motivated to do and that would feel energizing for you and bring all of those benefits? The thing I would advise you to do is to think about the activities you're already good at, because we get a lot of pleasure from executing upon our mastery. So I'm naturally good at running. Not naturally, I mean like I started running like 9 years ago, and through these years I have built this mastery and this very, very powerful habit. So now when I go for a run, I enjoy it not because running is my ideal sport, but because I have been doing it for such a long time. So this is like my foundation. This is my base. If you don't have any particular activities that you consider yourself being good at, what I would suggest is organizing your friends and inviting your friends to go on fitness dates and trying out new activities, new kinds of movement together. This would bring you so many happy hormones. Trust me, just like fitness dates are my favorite, and I'm very, very lucky and very, very happy that I've built a community around myself of people who want to work out, who love to work out, who take care of themselves. And I really wish you can find this community too. So moving on to step number 4 of my wellness journey, and it was finding things that bring me joy. So we've already talked about the reset routine, we've talked about finding the workouts that you like, but apart from being active and resting, there is a whole big world of hobbies and passion projects. I believe a lot of wellness comes from realizing what kinds of activities you don't want to spend your time on. And for me, it was clubbing, drinking alcohol, eating out all the time, and to be honest, traveling too much. And I just stop doing all of these things in exaggeration. I mean, like, I can go on a night out with friends. If, for example, my friends who is a DJ is playing a nice set in a Dublin club, but that would most probably be like once a year. And instead, I spend most of my free time on more meaningful activities that matter most to me. Thinking about the things that made me happy as a kid helped me rediscover a lot of joy. I loved dancing, and sometimes I would do a quick little dance when nobody's watching, just to reconnect once again with my body and to refresh myself in the middle of the workday. Trying new activities has also opened doors to unexpected happiness and feeling of wellness. During COVID, I learned how to DJ when I was living in my hometown. And like once a month or once every 2 months, I would prepare a DJ set and travel somewhere, mostly in Ireland, to a beautiful place in the nature. And I would record myself playing music. I mean, I don't get any money from it. I'm not doing it to become a professional DJ, even though I love playing at friends' parties, but I'm doing it just because it brings me so much joy. Talking about nature, I feel my best when I'm on the coast or in the mountains, and I'm very lucky to live in Ireland, where we have access to the Atlantic Ocean on the west coast of Ireland, and we also have Ryanair, and I live not far away from the airport, so I can take Ryanair and fly to the Alps to go hiking or skiing in winter, and spending time in nature brings me so much joy. It just clears all of the negative thoughts in my mind, and I get back home, I get back to work, I get back to my projects completely rebooted after a weekend in nature. Last but not least, I find a lot of joy in my social connections. And before I would put my work as a priority, I would put my relationship with my partner as a priority, and I would not pay much attention to building that friendship circle around me. And in the recent year, I started investing more of my time and more of my energy into that, and it has been so rewarding. I do believe that we are like social species and we thrive when we are in a community. Communities might be different because, yeah, definitely there are like introverts, there are extroverts. I'm definitely an extrovert. So I find I thrive after spending time with my lovely friends. But I do believe a community is very important for every individual. So if you cannot say that you have a nice group of friends you love spending time with, I would definitely suggest that you invest more time there too. Finding joy is definitely a personal journey, and it's okay if it takes time. And I would assure you that the process of exploration itself is so worth it. It is so rewarding. Step number 5 on my wellness journey was also something fundamental to regaining this connection, finding joy, and starting to enjoy my life more. And I would like to talk about therapy and mental hygiene. Even though I'm now studying to become a psychologist and a coach, I do need one-on-one time with my therapist too. And having these one-on-one sessions once every few months, this is what helped me a lot to get rid of my destructive patterns when I felt that I was like in a trap and I couldn't escape it without qualified help. I would say there is nothing wrong with asking for help. And I think like before the last 2 or 3 years, there was still a lot of stigma about the psychology fields and stuff. And I'm very, very happy that more and more people are turning to qualified specialists to help them get in contact with their minds and bodies. So yeah, I would definitely recommend you finding a therapist. I do have a few tips on how to find your specific one. So when you go on a platform where you could work with various therapists, I would recommend that you watch a short introductory video created by the therapist and just listen to how they speak. Try to understand their vibe, and if it appeals to you, just book the session and give it a try. If it doesn't appeal to you, most probably you would not be able to work for a lot of time with a therapist. So that was the way I have found my specialists. I do have several therapists, not only one. But yeah, I would recommend starting with just one and having sessions like once every 2 to 3 months or based on your request. Apart from having sessions with my therapist, I do follow a few mental hygiene tips. First of all, I try not to go on my socials before I do my morning workout. So I need to earn my social media time. And also I make sure to disconnect and put my phone on the downtime mode 1 or 2 hours before I go to bed. Also, understanding how the content you consume shapes your life perception is something I find also very important. And people out there on Instagram, on YouTube, and on TikTok all transmit different values. And the best thing you can do for yourself is unfollow anyone who is not serving you in terms of the content. And what I did a few months ago, I actually created a new Instagram account, and with one click, I unsubscribed from all of the people I've been following from the early days of Instagram. I think I've had my account for like 10 years or something. So yeah, and basically after switching to a new account, I refollowed the people who I missed, the influencers I wanted to have on my feed. And now I absolutely love my Instagram feed. And I personally do not use TikTok just because I find the algorithm of TikTok to be the most destructive. So that's it for the first steps I've taken on my wellness journey, and I'm 100% sure that all of this exploration was so worth it. And the thing I love about wellness is that there is no finite goal, and it's all about the joy you get from the present moment, from the now, and from the process. Embracing this mindset has been transformative for me, and I hope it will be too for you. If you have any questions about the tips I shared, just leave a comment below this video. And if this video resonated with you and you have learned a few steps that you could implement in your own wellness journey, give this video some love, hit the like button, and subscribe to my channel to see more content like this. I really appreciate you watching this video till the end, and I look forward to sharing more with you soon.